Hey everyone, Chris here. How's everybody doing? Today I'm going to show you my do-it-yourself store-bought storm door install that I just got done touching up everything and adjusting everything, and it works. It's in, and I'm pretty happy. Alright, first off, the door itself I got at Lowe's. It was on sale, and I got my military discount, so I got it for around 110 bucks, I think it was. El Cheapo, Larson. And I was debating on, well, do I get the fancy dancy ones or do I go with this cheap one? And before I get into this video, let me tell you something. I am so glad I went with the cheap door because I had to do some things that really made me think twice about having someone professionally do it, because this whole door, this garage door here, is not meant to have a storm door put on it. And the young man at Lowe's said, oh yeah, I can do it in a half an hour. This thing took me 8 hours. Why? Because you think I'm old and slow? Well, think twice. I'm not that old and I'm not that slow. But I like attention to detail. I'll get into it real close to what I did, but I reutilized the original trim around the door here, and I just got done restaining and painting this wall on this side here, so it'd be nice and touched up nice. And I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest with you. But let's get into the details here. Did it by the book. At least I thought I was going to do it by the book. It turns out that this width is a 32-inch, right? The actual width of the door to fit in there flush was not 32. It was about 31 and a half, maybe. So what I had to do is I had to take this door down 3 times. I already had it up, I already had it hung. Life was great. I was just rocking and rolling, you know, drinking my Mountain Dew, having a good time, listening to stereo on solar power. And I had to take this damn thing down 3 times because it would not frickin' sit flush. So what I ended up doing was taking off this piece right here. Let me show you. Right here. And trimming, actually shaving the door. So I had to cut a line right along this whole frickin' door, right? To make this thing sit flush, and now it does. Then, before I realized that mistake, when I had these trim pieces off, there was a gap. I mean, a gap. And I said, I can't have that. And luckily I had some of that spray insulation foam, you know, the stuff with a tube, and I went around the whole freaking perimeter of this door, jamb, sill, filled all this in, and I used 100-mile-an-hour aluminum tape and put it on top of it, so it made a good seam, so no more drafty draft, ants, whatever. Blue 823. But very happy with it. Now for the mechanism, let me show you in here. I'm going to go inside and I'll show you a little fancy dancy jerry rigging, do it yourself, home improvement thing I did here. Luckily I had some perfectly matched oak plywood from another project, and this is where I put the stopper. See there? Now you see that little gap right there? That's okay. The reason why is I can still adjust this just a little bit, and it doesn't seat up. See there? Here we go. Sorry about that. And that's okay too, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another door closer. The bottom seats pretty good. See there? That's not bad. And I got this thing torqued up, and you adjust these things. There's a little screw right here. You can adjust the speed and the torque, and I don't have it maxed out, but I've got it as a pretty fast pull. So when you open the door, it doesn't slam on itself, but it catches it right before it slams. And you just got to find the sweet spot. But this is what came with the door. It's not bad. Not bad. I'm going to get like I said before, I'm going to get a second one. Put it up here to pull this gap right here, which is no big deal. No big deal. I'd rather have two pulley downies, pulley shutties, whatever the hell you call these things, on my exterior doors here in Oklahoma. While I was at it, I also stained all the interior, well, in between thing in here. So this is all good and fresh stain. Clean everything up. This is a screen door also. And the screen portion, which is up here now, was originally down here. So I reversed them. So now the screen is up here because the cats love to stand right here and jump up. I don't want them to jump up and grab the screen and destroy it like my other ones that I have. And of course there is some little holes you can see light through. Right there and right there. That's no big deal. That's just a little bit of, you know, all-purpose silicone, or, you know, that good stuff. Silicone 2 weather stuff. And that's no big deal. And the same thing right down there. There's just a tiny little gap. I can easily fill that dog in too. But let's open up the door and I'll show you how it shuts. Well, that sounds, I gotta adjust that. It's a little bit too rough, but that's pretty easy to adjust for the most part. What else? Oh yeah, while I had this door up and down about 3 or 4 times, I scraped up a little bit right there. Luckily I had some light touch up and cleaned that up real good. But that's it. Cheapo door. And I'm glad I got a cheapo door because I could work with it and not have to, because when I was cutting about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch off the side right here with the saw, I was thinking, man, if this was a $250, $300 freaking storm door, that would really suck nuts. If I screwed it up. Since this is a $100 door, I felt a little bit better chopping on this new door. But it works. Thanks. Shout out to my mother who said, yeah, you need to get white. I'm glad I did. It looks much cleaner. So, alright, just wanted to show you this storm door install, and hope everybody has a good weekend. It's going to be beautiful here in Oklahoma. Well, they said it's supposed to rain, but we desperately need rain here in Oklahoma. It's drier than frickin' sandpaper here. Alright guys, sorry for the longer video, but I wanted to show you this project. Alright, later!